Good evening to my dear viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Professor Arun Giredi here. In today's class, we would like to continue the next part of financial management. In previous class, I have discussed about the meaning and definition of financial management. So in today's class, let us discuss the next part, that is nature of financial management. ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. So nature of financial management. Nature is also considered as a characteristics ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now what are the different what is the nature of financial management? How we can say it is a financial management? By following manner. First thing is financial management. It is an indispensable organ of a management, and it is an integral part of a business decision making process. What they try to say that here is financial management is useful to take the business decisions. How the financial management is useful to take the business decision? If you want to take the business decision, what is necessary? Fund is necessary, finance is necessary. For that reason, you can say that financial management is a indispensable, unavoidable anta navalli karitu, and the financial management is helpful for taking the different business decision in a different circumstances ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು it is a indispensable and it is a undivided organ of a management, and it is a integral part, means undivided part. It is a important integral part of a management for better decision making process. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ವ್ಯವಹಾರದಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕಲಾರದ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, isn't it? So that is considered as a indispensable part of a business decision ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. And the another important feature of a financial management is it is continuous process, ನಿರಂತರವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Why the financial management is continuous? Because the business situations are always changing. When the business situations are changing, you need the finance in a different manner. So in different conditions, you need the finance. For example, finance is required to purchase the machinery, finance is required to give the rent, finance is in simple word, finance is required to meet short term need as well as long term need. That's why it is called as a continuous in nature ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ರೀಲಿ, ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಣಕಾಸು ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅಲ್ಪಾವಧಿಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ನಿರಂತರವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅನದರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ it is a centralized in nature. Please understand the word. It is a centralized in nature, that is belongs to investment, financing and dividend decision. Means all the decision belongs to only center point. You can't divide the point in another way. So finance is considered as a centralized in nature, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾದಂಥ ಸ್ವಭಾವವನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. Centralized in nature ಅಂದ್ರೆ all the decision is taken by at the center point of a business. Means all the decision related to investment, where to invest the money, how to invest the money, at the same time how to acquire the fund, that is financing, where to collect the money, at the same time dividend decision, how much dividend is to be given to the shareholders and what might be the rate of dividend. All these decision is taken at the center point of our business. So that is called as a centralized in nature. Means it is a very vital to the firm ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಭಾಗ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾದ ಭಾಗ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ಅವಾಯ್ಡೇಬಲ್ and it is a center point. Why it is a center point? Because all the investment decision, all the finance decision and all the dividend decision is considered by the financial management. If you want to invest either in a equity share or a preference share or a debenture, if you want to take the money from different source, if you want to give the dividend to your shareholder, all the decision is indispensable and it is a center point ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಹೂಡಿಕೆಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಾಭಾಂಶದ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಗಳು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತವೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನಂಗೆ. ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂಡಿಕೆಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ, ಲಾಭಾಂಶದ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ತಗೋತಾರ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ತಗೋತಾರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Another important nature of a financial management is it helpful decision making of a top management. Now who is supposed to take the decision in consideration with the finance? Ultimately, who is having the authority to take the decision? Ultimately, the top level management has the authority to take the decision related to finance. Now who are the top level authority? It may be CEO, it may be board of director, it may be managing director. Like that, these persons is able to take the decision in relation with top management. These persons comes under top management. Now what is the nature of financial management? Financial management will assist the top management to take the decision. What decision? It may be finance decision or a dividend decision or whatever decision. All the decision is taken by the top management after considering the finance anta navalli helbodu. If there is a no finance, you can't take any decision. So that is a circumstance. Next feature or a nature of a financial management is it help in measurement of a performance. Now whose performance is measured? The firm performance is measured. So whether the firm is in a sound financial position or whether the firm is in a loss, so all these should be analyzed by the financial management. By outside party, if they see the organization, what is the conclusion of them? If the financial position is good, they can say the performance of a firm is good. If the financial position is showing a lag or a loss, what is their conclusion? Their conclusion is that the firm is in a severe loss. Firm is not in a position to take the decision. Firm is not in a position to handle the situation. So that is what the conclusion of outsiders anta navalli helbodu. Another important nature of a financial management, it is pervasive ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. pervasive ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಕವಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನಂಗೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಕ. It is spread all over the world, you want say. Okay, so finance is spread all over the world. Why it is a pervasive? Because it is needed by everyone. For example, all form of business organization, whether it is a small, they have to manage the finance. For example, finance is needed to individual, finance is needed to businessman, finance is needed to household, finance is needed to large scale business, finance is needed to small scale business. In one line we can say everyone needs the finance. So without finance you can't do anything. So that's why finance is considered as a pervasive. Means it is applied everywhere. In simple word, it is applied everywhere. It is applied in all the business circumstances, whether it is a small business one, whether it is a large business one. For every business, the finance is important, in simple word. Okay, and the last nature of a financial management is it has a wider scope. Why the financial management has a wider scope? Because it includes everything. Whether for example, large money, large, you can say long term money, in simple word, long term money or a long term finance or a short term finance or a medium term finance. For all these finance, it is included. So finance is included everything. That's why it is called as a wider scope. When you consider as a wider scope, because it include whether it is a short period finance, whether it is a long period finance, or whether it is a medium period finance, everything it is included. So that's why it is called as a wider scope ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ what we learn today. Now this is a 5 marks question. Barboud aste. Nature of a financial management is that first thing is it is a indispensable or undividable anta navali helಬಹುದು. In simple word, financial management is help for decision making. What is the key point? Decision making. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. First nature of financial management is it help for decision making. Who is taking the decision? Top management. ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ನಿರಂತರವಾದ ಸ್ವಭಾವವನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಆಲ್ ದ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತವೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ತಗೋತಾರೆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟಾಪ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್. ಮೇಲ್ದರ್ಜೆಯ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಸಹಾಯಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ದ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, so the firm is in good condition. And it is a pervasive, it spread all over the world. You can say it spread all over the world and it is applied everywhere. And last one, finance has a more scope or a wider scope anta navali helbodu. This is all about the nature of a financial management. Thanks for watching the class. Please share and subscribe.